Johnny, how are you, brother? Johnny Marco, it's your turn. So, Johnny Marco has been a... If you don't know Johnny yet, and if you haven't been over to his channel, go over and see him. He's an old school tree worker. I don't know him. I know him from the channel. I know him from YouTube. But what I do know about Johnny Marco, like Buckin Billy Ray feels energy through the waves. I feel it right through the computer, I can feel it gazillions of miles away. I can. So, Johnny Marco has good energy. And he's a skilled guy on a power saw. You can tell he likes to get the job done. I saw a couple of traits in his tree work that were similar to mine, as a matter of fact. I can't say because I don't watch John doesn't have a ton of material on the internet, but he's got quite a bit. But I don't think Johnny's into all the high flute and rigging techniques either. I think he's kind of old school. That's just me from watching a few. I don't know completely. Don't mark my words. Get over there and check him out yourself. All I know is he's one hell of a supporter to this channel and my mom's. You ever seen that stuff before, John? I like to share this part with everybody. I do. This is the transformation. I give it this stuff. I don't go, oh, geez, I'm getting a little skinny on the vodka. I better slow down. I better save my bottle. This ain't no Jippo operation here. This is top quality, ancient. This is it. This is what it is. This is old school. This has to be right scenario. You want to see what I'm talking about? I'll show you right now, Mr. Johnny Marco. You know what? Because I'm bucking, this to me, friends, oh, that makes me so happy. So I'm just saying this isn't, I'm not chinsing out on stuff. Like, actually, I got to buy another bottle of this now that I see it. So this goes on now. I'll show you something here. Well, actually, I don't think I should. I think I should keep it a secret. Yeah, because this isn't the special touch. This isn't the end of it. This isn't what gives you the finished touch of the Buckin Special. It's not. It's not it. It's not it. It's a secret ingredient from 1672. Oh, I was born far too late. Oh boy, oh boy. So now, I'm kind of speechless. I just am. I like the looks of burnt wood. Always have. Okay, now, Johnny, like I had this shiny head. Like I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna show you right now. There's the shiny head on there. Not good enough for me. I don't like it. See what I mean? See the difference, friends? Vintage. It just, you know what I'm saying. That's a made in Sweden head, Johnny. It's a beauty. It's got a bit of pitting in it. Like, friends, you're going to find defects in the heads. You are. That's what we want. So I try and match the handle to that. Do you understand? I try and make a blend of the two, like it's from way, way back. So that's what I'm doing. And I love it. I have so much fun doing it. So you'll see the odd nick or a little rough up in the handle here and there. That's what's coming out of the shop. The Buckin Chop Shop. Okay? All right. Okay. This turned out nice. It did. It really did. Oh, friends, I'm happy with it. Okay. Talk to you in a bit, Johnny Marco. It's going to be good for you, pal. Hey, John Marco. How are you, my friend? I hope you're well. Actually, I know you're well. John Marco's always well. Johnny Marco's one of those guys, I think he's like me. He'd be half dead. You'd ask him how he's doing. He'd say, just fine, I got this. Right, John? That's just the way we were raised. I've never complained. I don't know why. I think when I used to hear people complain, I used to think, and I mean this, these aren't just little stories I make up. I'm just telling you how I think and because we're friends now, us. you know, and I expect the same from you. Let me know how you feel. And my mom you just be grateful for what you got. I know it's cliche, it sounds it, but you know, it all comes from it all starts on kind of where you're from, what you have to compare to. If you don't have anything to compare to, then you just don't. What was that noise? Oh, it's Victorious Victor. He made a comment. There you go. Anyhow, you know what I mean? So Johnny's a good guy, I can tell. And John, you're a big part of the channel. Friends, I want you to know, if your axe head ain't looking right, it's getting it. Like it's getting it. I want these things to look good. You know what I mean? Like you've got options, right? You do. You have options. But I like giving them a special little treatment. I use different grades of this and that for different looks. Okay, like some is kind of going off the hook. Okay, so this is getting close, Johnny Marco. Real close, pal. I'm almost ready to toss it on your piece of wood. Oh yeah, look at John. Look at ancient, medieval. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like you see what I mean? We're pretty near there. You know how many years it takes to patina this steel? Wow. Okay, friends, it's coming along good. So what you'll catch me doing here now is you'll catch me with the little 4-in-hand. Just for this ever so slightly, this little bit of sanding here. I don't get out the sanding tools because you can take off too much and you screw your fitmanship right up. Yeah, see, there it goes there. You can feel it go on. You see? Yeah, and then that'll just, oh yeah, you see it's sitting on there now. Before it was kind of rocking. You see, so that makes all the difference in the seat. It really does, friends, because it's a blunting tool. It's a tool where you're smacking and things. Oh dear. With these short handles, you always get your, see, we're still in the game, friends. Look, we're still in the game, which is nice. That's actually really good, Johnny. This is a beauty for a short handle. It's a beauty. It's got a little extra weight out the top. This is crazy. Like here I am. I'm 5'10", right? You know, you got wood on the ground. You're still getting there, bud. You know, I don't know if you stand your wood up, but if you put it on a chopping block, this would even be probably a much better tool. You know. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh wow. Johnny Marco, you're in for a treat, my friend. So here's the thing when you're working with wood, friends. Johnny Marco, this thing's incredible. But I'm working away, I'm, you know, doing my thing and tapping the wedge in there and got it all really nice. I sink my wedges sometimes depending on what's going on the head, how it's sitting on the head. These double bit heads come down, they sit on a shoulder, so I like to get the wedges down in there to push this wood out so it, you know, keeps it down. So the seating is nice, it looks really good. Awesome little axe. Anyways, down at the bottom I hear this little, it's like almost like, you know, just the sound of wood, like or something. I go, what the hell's that? So I look and there's a chip. This is a wide grain handle now. That's why I forget where I was watching somewhere said, oh, wide grain, tight grain don't make no difference. To me it does. It makes a hell of a lot of difference. You know, so one of these little grains decided to have itself a little flick in there. Could have been in shipping, could have been anywhere. You can see where it traveled. So I chipped it off, Johnny Marco. I chipped it right off and sanded it down, and now I'm going to burn it. And and I'm going to send it to you, Johnny Marco, because I know what your plan is with it. Huh? I know what your plan is. Okay? And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ship it to you. It's too nice to go back on. You wouldn't do it. And if you think that it's we need another one, then you know old Buck and Billy Ray. You know what'll happen there, so you just let me know. But I want you to see it, because it's actually kind of funky. It's a nice axe.